Welcome to another episode of Comedy Wham Presents with me, your host Valerie, and sometime kitty co-hosts Miss Purrington and Mookie are back at home. We're recording from the Fallout Theater podcast studio. Thank you, Fallout. ComedyWham.com is your place to go for features about all Austin comedy. In addition to podcasts, Comedy Wham brings you articles, album reviews, show reviews, our advice column, our new monthly show recommendations, our listing of festivals from across the country and the world, our FPIA contest page, and my articles for the Austin Chronicle, barbedwire.com, and San Antonio Current about the Austin and Central Texas comedy scenes. Our most popular feature is our events page for live comedy shows in Austin, Houston, and DFW, where 100% of the entries you see come from comics and producers. Click the Submit a Show button from the top of the homepage or events page to fill out the survey to get your show listed. It's free and easy. Tag us on your Instagram stories and we'll share your show promo to our followers. We also offer paid promo pushes on Instagram. Speaking of events, come check out my new passion project show, ImproVintage. It's a vintage-inspired improv show, and we just got picked up for first Wednesdays at 8 p.m. here at Fallout Theater. So, woohoo! Finally.
Snap.
Yes. Want to support these resources that we provide? You can donate to Comedy Wham on PayPal, Venmo, or even Patreon. Click the Support CW icon on our homepage to see the ways that you can help us. Our podcast, check this out, was launched in 2016. You know how many years that makes?
9. Right? Am I doing the math right?
Well, when this releases, a little closer to 10.
Nice!
To bring
snap again!
To bring
Go Valerie! Allez, Valerie! Allez, Valerie! Wait, I was going to ask you if there was a milestone coming up or something, because you've been at this for a minute and a half.
Yeah, yep. Our podcast was launched in 2016 to bring you funny people and their stories. As a fan, I like to delve into a comic's background and motivations, and will usually take a detour along the way. Consider the interview a way for you to get to know the folks that make the Austin comedy scene one of the best in the country. If you like this podcast, please rate and review us. Today, I'm still going to bring it up, even though I think it's officially dormant. The host of the Feedback podcast.
Defunct.
Defunct.
I never use that word, but yeah.
He is the producer and host of Record Play, a music trivia show, and more, I think. I think it's kind of evolved into a new cool thing.
There's a lot of things coming up, yeah.
And it is our year-end tradition. We're recording here mid-December 2025. It's our tradition to talk about the year in comedy that was. Did we meet our 2025 goals, and what goals do we have for ourselves in 2026? And when this comes out, it'll be a brand new year, 2026.
Yeah, Happy New Year, 2026.
Wait, I haven't even introduced you yet.
I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
I'm assuming everybody knows exactly who I'm talking about. But now Comedy Wham presents for a fourth time,
Yes.
Bak.
How you doing?
Good.
Good to be back. No pun.
Yes.
For the fourth. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the podcast is still out there if you want to go to the archives.
Okay, pull. You don't have to be. Push it away from you because you're peeking or
All right,
clipping
my
or
bad,
whatever. No, it's me.
See,
I'm
this
terrible.
is what I miss about podcasting.
Yeah, but I'm so terrible. I should probably ask you if you want to sell your old video equipment and recording equipment to me, because I could probably use it. But whatever.
I might have some stuff for you. I have one of these. But we'll talk about it.
Yeah,
Maybe I can help you.
Yeah,
definitely.
Because I know that was a thing that we've definitely talked about, is going to video, and it's just I don't have enough time in it, especially now. I just do not have enough time in the day.
They've made it really easy now, really, really easy.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, if you're struggling with a Zoom H6,
I'm not struggling. It's the time to listen to it and make sure it sounds good, and that's all I do is I listen to it, make sure it doesn't sound like total dog shit, and then it goes up.
I mean, you could like sound check and then listen right then and there, and then adjust things. You can also get.
But the video component.
No, the video is easy. I can show you. It's harder than you think, and I think
it's harder than I think.
Oh, wait, no. Oh my bad. No, no. It's not as hard as you think. That's what I meant to say.
Okay.
It's not as hard as you think. They've made it easier. Like I remember when I first started doing video, I was using the Mevo camera when it first came out, where it would like one static camera that would like you could split the shots.
Okay.
So one wide shot, one on the guest, one on the host, and it would rotate automatically. Like not even based on who's talking, it would just rotate, and you can control the speed. And now then I upgraded to the 3-point camera, which is basically the same thing, and it all goes to one video file. But then now they have all these AI stuff you can use to cut clips and everything, and even if it's a one shot with both subjects in it, it will split the screen. You've probably seen those on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Where they have put the captions, and then it's just split screen, even though it was from one shot.
Yeah.
And it makes it way easier to cut clips and stuff. But I'll show you all that. Don't worry. 2026, Valerie, upgrade. You've already upgraded the studio. This is nice. We're at the center of the universe right now.
Well, you know why I record here now? It's because nobody except for you was willing to make that drive.
Oh.
And people kept flaking. And those people know who they are, and they know that they probably won't be on my podcast.
Shame. You're willing to drive to Dallas for 10-minute set, and you don't want to drive to Spicewood, Texas to see Valerie to do an hour podcast. Shame. It's gas money. I get it. But come on, folks. Get better.
Well, and it's waking up.
Yeah. Well, the cats are not here. That's an upgrade, too. Because remember last time the cats... No. I could hear the cats, remember? And I would listen to the episode. I listened to it a couple times, and I hear meow, meow in the background. I'm like, what the fuck is that? You go, they found something to play with. I'm like, okay, I didn't know it would pick it up.
bringing you a gift. That's like the highest honor.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I don't mean to shit on your cats, but I mean, this is nice. And the fact they let you do it here, I mean, this is not, it's not like you had a cafe or something. This is nice. Fallout Theater. Yeah. Congrats. Yeah. Upgrade.
It's very nice.
So next year, video.
Okay. All right. Well, it's good to have you back. I have the things that we planned for in 2025, but I say let's just talk about what happened in comedy.
I forgot what I said last time. Honestly.
Oh, I wrote it. I have it. So,
oh, crap.
Yeah. We'll do that.
What was that line about? I have a question for you.
Okay.
Did you get to level 6 improv?
I am graduating this Saturday, December 20th.
To what level?
That's
level 6?
At Cold Town, level 6 is it.
Okay.
So, yes, I will be
nice.
An official graduate of an improv program. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good.
So excited, yeah. And
Hell
I think I was in level 4 when I invented my show concept with ImproVintage. That is my baby.
Wait, did you talk about it last year?
I didn't know about it. I came up with it in April of this.
So what is it? So
it's an improv show where we have the audience bring a vintage item, something nostalgic to them. We have them come up on stage. We do like a 2 to 3 minute interview with them. And then currently our team is 8 players. And we do improvised scenes based on that. And usually we have 2 people bring vintage items.
Like what? Like a heirloom, like a statue, like an urn?
We've had so many. We haven't had an urn yet.
That's hilarious. This is vintage. My grandpa's here.
Yeah. I think one of the funnest items was somebody brought a styrofoam cup that was found in the ocean, and the pressure of the water got rid of all the air, so it looks like a little espresso cup. And her grandfather, who was a marine biologist, found it on one of his excursions doing a study.
That sounds fascinating.
Yeah, we've had an old-timey radio. We've had lots of creepy dolls. We have one person who's like a fan of our show. She loves bringing us dolls. It's hilarious.
So they go up, they present what it is, and then the improv go and talk about it?
Yeah.
That's a great idea. I like it.
Thank you. Yeah.
Congrats. Look at you. Yeah. Snap. Where's the noise machine last time?
It broke. So you have to just make your own.
You got to drive to Spicewood to get the noise machine.
Yeah, so my stand-up show that I had been doing out in Lakeway, that ended in April as well. We did
Okay.
the last show. The restaurant decided they didn't want to do it anymore, which was insane because the very last show, there were 50 people that showed up
For the show.
for the show.
Not just eating and...
Not just eating.
Wow,
Yeah.
nice.
And then they were like, no, it's not.
Boo.
It's like, you're insane.
Yeah.
Who else would be here on a Tuesday night?
Oh, well.
So, because I can't not keep myself overly busy, I came up with this idea thinking, well, the whole idea was because I'm old. What can I do that kind of plays into being old? And that's how the idea of vintage. And then I just love that it was improv vintage. You just combine them and you've got improv vintage.
Impressive.
Yeah. And I have some incredible players.
Do you
on this.
tape it?
We have taped a few episodes. We have a YouTube channel.
Okay.
It's got some videos on there. And in November, we did a show at a vintage shop, Revival Vintage. It was really cool.
Yeah, you could take this shit anywhere.
I know.
That is
I know.
great.
I'm hoping that one day we can, get there. Because, yeah.
Google every antique shop in Central Texas and say, hey, we're coming.
Yeah.
You put us in the back room and then just everybody, when someone buys something, like, okay, well, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
That's great, man.
Yeah.
Congrats.
So
Holy shit.
That's yeah.
So
I finished that, yeah.
I stopped my it's Comedy Nerds.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing that at the Pershing. This year I think 2 or 3. I think 3.
Yeah.
But it was just too much work.
Yeah.
I think that we talked about it last time about, there's a line between you're a podcaster, you're a comedian, or you're a producer. And then, if you focus on one, then the other ones kind of fall to the side. And the hosting was great. That was something I'd never done before.
Yeah.
But it was great to try it out. I hope to do it again on other shows. But yeah, it was just too much. It was just too much.
Because you were writing the questions.
Yeah, I was writing the questions. I was hosting. The booking part was not really an issue, but that goes with any producer would tell you this. And as you know, it's like, oh, I got to sell tickets.
Yeah.
I got to justify, all the time I put in and the room and all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like the last one I did, I remember the GM came to me and said, how many tickets you sold? I said 2. And he goes, holy crap, don't you start in like 15 minutes? I'm like, yeah, we're still doing the show. But luckily, I went to the member's house and I was like, hey, there's a comedy show next door. Y'all come through? And we ended up with a room with 40 people.
Oh, wow.
So that was pure luck because
Yeah.
there was something going on next door. And so I'm like, I don't want to mess with that again.
Yeah.
It's just too much. It's just too much. And shout out to all the producers out there who are doing great work and,
Yeah.
but my bandwidth has gotten really stretched thin this year.
What's going on? Because you're still doing stand-up?
Yeah.
And
Record play's
you've got
picking up. Record play's picking up.
You've got I scrolled through the Instagram feed just to see how many of the, different things you were doing, and there were a lot of record plays.
Yeah, record play is actually picking up, which is great. My goal this year was really to be set up to do private gigs and corporate stuff, corporate gigs, and get the marketing deck and getting the pitch right and getting all the material for it and all of that. And so I just like 3 weeks ago, right before Thanksgiving, some company reached out to me from Amsterdam. The company has offices here, all over the world, but offices here too.
Wow.
They're like, hey, you want to do our end of year party? You have 2 weeks. I'm like, yeah, let's go. 2 weeks to prepare. Most of it was already done because I have templates anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were like, come in for an hour. And I'm like, it costs this much. And they go, all right, here, paid, done.
Nice.
And they loved it. And they're like, oh, we'd love to have you back. And then I'll already have some how you call it? Some gigs on, getting ready for some gigs in the spring for South by Southwest and all that. So this is great.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
That's something that I'd like to do is the corporate, because I think this improv vintage is universal.
Yeah.
And, it could make people have fun. So that's an area that
And I think that speaks to just the transition into what's going on in comedy. From what I see now, especially in Austin, is that there is such a saturation of comics now. And we'll get to, there's another thing I want to bring up, but we'll get to it. The Rogan Sphere shit. But it's like you got to find, there's way too many comics. So now if you're smart and you think outside the box a little bit, you're like, okay, what else can I do on the side that could complement the comedy?
Yeah.
Whether it's, doing a play, or I just saw, I'm going to name names if that's okay. All right, fuck it. I'm naming names. No, but
like, have you had any restraint in that regard?
Yeah, what's wrong with me?
Yeah.
God damn. No, but I went and saw Jose the Hype. He was the lead in the play. It was called Exorcism.
Okay.
It was a Christmas twist on the Exorcist movie, and he played Krampus. Krampus, and he would, and 7 shows sold out, and I went and saw it, and I was blown away. I'm like, this is dope. So I hope something comes out of that. He's still doing, stand up here and there, but I'm like, I'm glad to see that. Okay, there's another. It's still within comedy, but there's still another avenue you can explore. When I look at what's his name, Dubs General. You know what that is?
Yeah.
So Dubs is like, I call him I-35 because he's like San Antonio, Austin, Dallas. San Antonio, Austin. I don't know how many miles he got on his car, but like he's starting to like, kind of carve his own lane and putting out these clips and videos where he comments about what's going on in Austin or comedy in general, and reviewing comedy specials, and he's actually getting traction on that. Aaron Cheatham every day would do This Day in Comedy.
Right.
So this is what I mean. Like, I love to see things like that because I'm like, comedy is a much bigger universe than just a stand-up.
Yeah.
In your case, the improv falls under that. Putting out dope content, doing something that's not just straight, let me put on a show and people come up and tell jokes. So people are trying to find, I see a lot of like, comics trying to find, okay, let me get another angle on comedy that's not just telling jokes, which is great.
Yeah.
There's a dating show now that's all that like Ali Wo was doing for a minute. It's like Hot Dates or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know the name of it.
I think it's called Hot Dates or Hot Takes, something like that. But anyway, it's like, okay, let's get this other thing.
Yeah.
And it's working out. For most of it that I've seen, it's actually working out. So, props to that.
Yeah. So you don't think there's too much comedy in this scene yet?
It's getting to a point now where I go to the creek and I'm like, I don't know anybody here.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Yeah.
And so, no offense to them. I've gotten to meet some young comics who just got into it, and then I can see the glow in their eyes and the hope and seriously,
all the things that are dead in us.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, dude, you know what you're getting into. It's like, no, man, I'm a sign up for Kill Tony and blah 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 blah. This one kid, it was he was living in a hotel or something, and then it tells he had a joke about the homeless on 6th Street.
Aren't they all?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly what I told him. I said, so what take are you going to have on the homeless that nobody's heard yet? He goes, oh, they're crazy. I'm like, hey, everybody knows they're crazy. Whoop-de-doo. What else you got? And then I tell him a story about, like, an actual story that happened about a homeless person that used to walk up and down 6th Street that everybody hated. And we're talking like in the 2000s. And tell the story. Basically, the point of the story is that she walked perpendicular. She couldn't get her head up. That was her handicap. And she was so hateful, she would walk around. And she had beef with one of my friends with a door guy. And then one night, she pulled her pants down and projectile shat on the window of the bar and pulled her pants back up and walked away. So I tell the story, it's not even a bit. Like, I'm just telling the story. I'm like, at least give us something like that's different. You've been here, 2 weeks? And you're already talking about the homeless? Like, come on. And he takes out his phone and he writes down my joke. Like, literally, in front of me. Because he asked me, he's like, "Are you a comedian?" I said, "It doesn't matter if I'm a comedian or not, but I'm telling you, this is a story." And I said, "Okay, now I'm a comedian. Don't fucking write that down."
Yeah.
Erase it in front of me. And he was one of those guys, like, he was just over the top excited. Like, he told a joke, and then in the joke, he falls. So he falls in front of me. And I'm like, okay. Okay, I mean, good luck to you. I mean, hoping is free, dreaming is free. So by all means, go for it.
Yeah.
But be careful, because like I've seen, and I'm not talking like I'm a vet or anything.
Yeah.
I just know what it takes, and I know I've seen people grind. I recognize it. But I'm like, I don't want to crush your dreams either. But I'm like, hey man, at least be different.
Yeah.
At least bring something else. Oh, I'm gonna kill myself. I think I'm gay. I'm like, hey, come on, man.
Yeah.
I've heard this before.
Yeah.
And if you haven't, then you don't know what you're getting into. Because everybody's saying those things.
Oh God, you're reminding me of why I don't go to open mics. I don't want to hear that.
I mean, it's
you have to start somewhere. I get it. I know I sound like a
no. You're right. You're gonna emulate somebody.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
Yeah.
It's like in any art form. You're gonna emulate somebody.
Yeah.
You're a fan of, of Kill Tony. You're a fan of leading a Skankfest podcast. So you want to say all this outrageous stuff. That's fine. But I think at this point it's like, I don't understand why you'd want to sound like the next guy. Mm-hmm. Why would you want to have the same topics as the dude who just went up before you?
Because that's who you know. That's whose feed you're looking at.
But it's
you see
right. But it's not.
Followers.
But it's. I get it that it takes 10 years to really find your voice in comedy. Mm-hmm. But if you really are a comedy nerd like you claim you are. Mm-hmm. And you listen to podcasts, you watch specials, you go to festivals and all those things, and you hear all these professional comedians who've been doing it for decades talk about the process. Mm-hmm. You should know. Now you know what the process is, so why try to do what everybody does?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because when they were doing it, they had no idea. They were just being themselves.
Yeah.
That's what worked. Everybody wanted to be on Carson. Everybody wanted to be on Leno, but that was the path. And now that you have all the tools in the world, to be different, shit, you got ChatGPT for God's sakes. Seriously, you have all the tools in the world to be successful, to be funny. Whether you're writing memes or you're doing sketches or you're shooting them yourself with your phone, whatever. It's like, why would you want to sound like the next guy?
Yeah,
I don't get that. And to me, that means you have zero personality. That might sound harsh. Fuck it. It is harsh.
Yeah.
Sorry, you got nothing else. You're bringing nothing to the table.
Right.
Sorry.
If you're copying somebody else, that's not how
exactly.
you do this.
Yeah. But if you do, at least recognize that you do. Don't act like you're, comedy's God's comedy gift to the world. Like you're shit. I'm like, come on, man. You started last Monday. What are you talking about? Let's be real. Let's be real.
I'll do a plug for the 10-part series that Ellis H. and I did on how to, the basics of stand-up comedy.
Yeah, shout out to Ellis, man.
It was a fun little 10-part series, and, we both come at it from different perspectives, but we kind of condense some of those same ideas. Is don't be a copycat. You, and also realize it's going to take time, and there are, maybe some shortcuts, but
you realize that this is a trend, and it's not just comedy. It's in music, a lot of music now, because they see the end goal. They're like, oh, if I do this, if I follow this formula, I'll be the next Timmy No Breaks, or I'll be the next this guy, or next that guy.
Yeah.
And so all I got to do is just follow this path that's already been laid out for me. Mm-hmm. It's like, no, they did the work,
right?
And now they are where they are because they were, being themselves, and they worked. But don't think that just because it's going to work for you. Again, dreaming is free.
Yeah.
Let's go for it. It won't cost nothing.
So I don't know, maybe because I had a pretty wild year. Mm-hmm. I felt a little disconnected from the stand-up scene this year. But I will tell you one big highlight that I had this year is getting to interview and record my podcast with JJ Curry.
Nice.
A week before
you won. Didn't you say you didn't get to last year? You didn't get to interview the winner? There was something.
Yeah, Liz. I finally got her.
Okay.
But yeah, I just couldn't. And I was like, oh my God, I can't break my streak.
Yeah, I remember you couldn't do it one year. Okay, nice.
Yeah, but I finally got her, and man, it was so cool.
And JJ's funny.
To him.
Yeah.
Oh my God! And then I got to watch him headline like a few weeks later, and just so good.
Yeah, I had to follow him at Vulcan.
Oh shit.
It was fine, to be honest. It was fine, but I'm like, yeah, this guy don't play. He doesn't play, and props to him. I'm happy, and that's okay. And that's the thing too. It's like with such a talent pool that we have in Austin. I would love to see more of, hey, I'm just happy for you, instead of this hate. Because comics hate by default. That's what we do. And we suck at, I say we, like I'm fucking 20 years in the business. No, but like hard to take compliments. Yeah. You know, but every once in a while, if you see someone kill on stage, you go, hey man, that was dope. Good set. You know what I mean? Like, you know, all the best to you. I remember when, like maybe 2 years ago, yeah, I did a show with Tim. I mean, now Timmy No Breaks, but I did a show with Tim, and he was doing characters and stuff. And then now he's like fucking blowing up. He just announced his tour. He's like, he has like 50 dates or some shit. And I'm like, good for you, man. Well deserved. I mean, come on, you got to recognize success and talent when you see it. And I'll always be like, oh fuck, man, you know, when's my turn? I'm like, well, if you stop saying you're gonna kill yourself at every open mic, then maybe you'll make it up there. But come on, you gotta give respect where respect is due. That's just we should do more of that. Be happy for somebody who's making it. You know, Cam on SNL, like, come on, he showed up at where did I see him?
Oh, I saw his photo and I'm like, oh, he's in town, or he's nearby.
I forgot where. I mean, you could stop at Creek once. But anyway, like it's not like, oh, I'm in this and now, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, man, fuck that shit. Yeah. You don't have time for that. Be an adult, even though you're 22 years old.
The improv scene is very different.
Really? Is it more like tight? It's like supportive?
More supportive, yeah.
Yeah, because you need each other to make a show.
Yeah.
Although if you do it by yourself, it's like, why would I need anybody else? But you need a crew. You need a group of people who are like, hey, we got to be tight, like on the same wavelength to make this thing work. So I'm not shitting on you. Yeah. We're not going to roast you.
Not to your face.
Yeah. Of course. Of course not. Let's be real.
So I've been doing a lot of improv performers this fall.
Did you go to Out of Bounds this year?
I did not. They did not ask me to cover Out of Bounds, so that was
But you could have gone just to check it out.
It was a very crazy weekend. There was Altercation Festival that weekend.
Oh, okay.
And there was something else going on that weekend that I'm like, I can't do all three of these things.
Oh.
So. Next
year, you'll love it.
I mean, I used to go before the pandemic, and I loved it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was just too busy, and they didn't ask me to cover it.
Mm-hmm. Oh. All right, Out of Bounds, folks. You know what I'm talking to right now?
And they know who I am.
Of course they do. Of course they do. Come on.
The producers absolutely knows who I am, and it's like I am the easiest person to ask to help cover and provide some kind of.
What if you just ask?
Oh, I'm sure I could ask.
Then ask.
Again, that weekend, there were too
many
things.
That's fine. But, ask next time and say, hey, I'm covering this, whether you like it or not. That's what I did. Yeah. They didn't ask me. The first year I went, nobody asked me. I looked it up. I was like, all right, I'm going to bring my camera and my microphone. and I interviewed a bunch of people, like outside of shows, like at shows. Like
I can't do that.
What do you mean you can't do that? You're Valerie fucking Lopez.
No, I know, but I can't do the. Outside the show kind of thing.
Yeah,
I like this.
Then invite them here.
Well, yeah, and I will do that.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I did I recorded like three interviews at the Hideout in the coffee shop, in the back of the coffee shop.
Yeah,
just like that.
Yeah,
you don't need to be official.
I know.
For your own content. Fuck them if they don't invite you. Do you want an envelope with a seal on it or something to come to your mail and say you are cordially invited to the Outer Bells Festival, dear Valerie Lopez?
No, I've been too busy.
All right, we'll see next year.
Yeah.
Have you been to the mothership this year or no?
So here's the thing. I'm going for the first time this weekend.
To see who?
Jessie Mae Peluso.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
You're 2 years late.
I know. I know.
Oh, I don't want to wait till the next wrap up show to hear about this. I won't be able to wait.
I know.
I was hoping that you would have gone earlier in the year.
Yeah.
Because they have some good, good lineups,
absolutely.
no doubt. But I'm like, okay. You're going to have to call me right after or the next day and say, hey, Bak, I went and oh my God, ...
Yeah, yeah.
You look forward to it?
I'm a little trepidatious just because it's the mothership, and there are a lot of people that I am close with that are not big fans, and I'm very reluctant, and I don't necessarily want to give the namesake any of my money.
Right.
But I also have interviewed many mothership comics, the door people, and I respect them and I like them. I wouldn't have them on the podcast if I didn't.
Right.
So I want to support them. But yeah. And I don't know, do they take your blood before you can go in?
No, I just scan your retina and then take your DNA.
Creepy.
And you know what? I haven't been. I didn't go this year. I didn't go last. No, I went last year once, but it was a company outing. It wasn't a big show. It was in a small room, in a small boy or whatever. Is it small boy and big dude?
Little
what is
boy,
it?
Big man.
Oh yeah, whatever. But that was it. It wasn't my call. I was like, yeah, taking clients. I'm like, all right, cool. And I'm walking in there. I'm like, yeah, I'm with my coworkers. And we're like, what up, Bak? I'm like, don't what up me in front of them. I'm not supposed to be here. I got free tickets. That's all I'm here. That's all.
Yeah.
It was an okay show.
Holy shit, it's expensive.
No, I mean, look, and this brings me to my highlight of the year. Is this whole freaking Rogan sphere that's been. I'm tired of hearing it. Yeah. Honestly, like the term. Okay. But there's been this rise of. And it sucks because I watched a few, and now my YouTube feed is full of that. It's these YouTube channels that just like basically shit on all the Rogan sphere comics. So it's Bert Kreischer, it's Brian Callen, it's Tony, it's Rogan, and somehow and when you watch those videos, like. They analyze it like sports announcers, like political analysts, because they're like, oh, this is probably the worst, performance or the worst thing you could say. And then they use all these big words and superlatives to make it sound like it's, that dude's career is over just because he did X, Y, and Z. Yeah. So they throw and then the how you call it? Not the screenshot, but the cover image of the YouTube clip is like, so and so eviscerates. So it's very like you're going to click on it because that's what drives clicks. Is talking negatively about somebody or something, and so it's like it's Andrew Schultz, and his old circus. It's Kill Tony. It's and that whole circus.
Yeah.
And that's all that is. And there's at least 4 channels that I know of that's what they do. like, oh, Brian Callen's special was trash, or Brendan Schaub is fucking, doing a podcast out of his garage with no AC, and they just go on and on and on. And the thing is, and then on top of that, you add like the Riyadh stuff, and then you add like Marin, going on his not crusade, but whatever. No, but it's interesting because you didn't think that comics would beef like that, like would actually talk shit about each other out in public like that.
Oh, I think they've done that for a long time.
Yeah, but not in the age of YouTube and social media.
But in the age of YouTube and
Reddit,
media, you have to do it this way.
Yes, but it's one thing if it's fans who are talking and making all the comments. That's happened since comedy was around, right? But it's one thing if when it's the comics themselves who call each other out in public on podcast, naming names and saying, "How dare you go to Saudi Arabia and get paid millions of dollars to perform for the Saudi prince who killed this journalist," or blah 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 blah. Yeah. And it's out in the open. And on this level, I can't think of a time. Comics had beef all the time. That's just what it is. But because of the world we're in now with social media and stuff, it amplifies it even more, and it draws the narrative. And the narrative around it gets so polarizing, and it's like, okay, are you on the side of Dave Chappelle saying that it was freer talking about doing his comedy in Saudi Arabia than it is in the U.S., and that becomes a narrative, and now everybody picks up on it, and people who have nothing to do with comedy comment on it, and I'm like, who the fuck are you to really have anything to say about this? You know what I mean? And the whole like Rogan Sphere thing, it's not that it's overplayed, but I'm like, okay, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It's like, if either you accept it for what it is, these guys making millions. They don't even need to do comedy anymore. No. Tom Segura is like, I'm going to be a movie star. Like, all right, go do a movie star. Who gives a shit? But there'll be a video, Tom Segura's career ending, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you got nothing else to do?
No, they don't. That's why they're doing it.
It generates clicks.
They don't have another creativity other than to try to tear somebody down. So, I mean, I guess I'm just not very nonplussed by it, just because it's just the age that we're in where people are going to try to, tear down the person on the other side of the fence.
Yeah. I mean,
it's a reflection of our,
of our times. Yeah.
Of our times, that everything has to be divisive.
Yeah. But you could say, hey, I don't find this comic funny. All right, fine, it's not for you.
There are several comics.
No, I know. But look, I can name names too. I mean, there's some people out there. I'm like, okay, he has a career. I'm not gonna get in the way of him making money. I just don't go to the show.
We don't matter.
Yeah, I'm like, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
You think because, and then they get on podcasts and they go, they read the comments, so they go on Reddit, and everybody tells them, why you go on Reddit? Why you got to go on Instagram? You go on Instagram Live, and then you're doing your thing, and people are just talking shit in the comments, and you feel the need to respond to a dude who's in fucking Idaho without an avatar picture. Why? Is he fucking up your money? No. Then why even care? You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. This mentality of, my opinion matters, and I want more people on my tribe. Like, fuck. Have your opinion. Support or don't support. Go to the show. Don't go to the show.
Yeah. Figure out who you like and who you don't like, and just go to the one that you like.
Only if it's that simple.
I mean, I think it kind of is that simple.
It is. It sucks, but it is. I don't like I don't know, just everybody's an expert. Everybody has an opinion, and everybody's opinion matters. I'm like, no, your opinion does not matter. Unless you you've really been doing it for a long time, and you're like, you could be, put it this way, you could comment about comedy as an expert if either you've been doing it or you take it just, or you're doing it from the like a journalist standpoint. Like Joke World, for example, that guy is fucking, his stuff is legit because he'll have comics on, and then he'll do he'll cut the clips, but he's genuinely interested, and he's not really just shitting on anybody or taking sides. He's like, this is the state of comedy. Yeah. This is the state of your comedy, as it is now. Yeah. And plug your dates and blah, 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 and we keep it moving. But this whole like, oh, we're going to shit on this guy, shit on that guy. Nah. After we shit on open micers, we talk about being gay, sucking dicks, but
Right? We're all entitled to our opinions.
Fine,
but sometimes they're going to suck, and, just...
Some people's opinions should matter. I believe that. And that's across all art forms. It's just like, no. Bring back gatekeepers. How about that?
Oh, boy.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But those kind of do exist.
Yeah, but Joe Schmo from Maine shouldn't have a voice. So.
Poor Maine.
Oh, okay. From Kentucky, if that makes you feel better. Or South Dakota, one of the fucking states in the middle where nobody goes to.
All right, so I do want to ask you, because you brought it up, so I'm going to ask you the Riyadh thing. I haven't had anybody that I've talked to about that thing.
You're familiar with the story, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to know my opinion about it?
Yeah,
like it matters?
Yeah, I know, because nobody's asked me my opinion, so you're going to give yours and I'm going to give mine.
Oh, well, I'm going to ask you. Can I ask you first then?
Sure.
Okay,
yeah.
What do you think?
I do find it problematic that, because it's hard to dissect the political move of the Saudi government hiring all these very well-known, very high money earning comics to come to their country to give this appearance that they are open-minded when they are very much not open-minded. And there are some cultural problems.
Can I be devil's advocate?
Of course, I expect you to be.
Okay. So you could flip the coin and say maybe that's a step for them in that direction. In other words, if they're comedy fans in Saudi Arabia who listen to podcasts like our podcast, watch our shows, the specials, they probably have Netflix Saudi Arabia. They probably do, or YouTube or whatever. The point is, there are fans out there who want to be exposed to that kind of comedy or to these comics. And so, it's a whole festival. It's not like, oh, you're going to go into the King's Palace and you're going to perform in front of his subjects. Yeah. It's like, at least correct me if I'm wrong, but it is just a festival. And then these guys happen to be booked on it, but the people in the audience are comedy fans. So if you think about it like, I always believe that the U.S., America's biggest export is entertainment. It's music, it's comedy, it's art, it's whatever, right? And whatever entertains. Shows, TVs, movies, all of that. So you're bringing that to a culture or a society that's very close-minded on certain things, right? And now you're exposing them to that and say, hey, this is what we do. Of course, there's going to be rules because it's not going to happen overnight. No, but that's not going to happen overnight. But I think it could be seen as a step in the right direction that can actually make a change down the road. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball or anything. Yeah. But you could look at it that way also. Does that make sense?
Sure.
But
it's hard to say, okay, Dave Chappelle, you who speaks very freely about all sorts of topics, and nobody stateside could tell you, don't say this, don't say that, don't say this. Yeah. But you're willing to accept a shitload of money to not say this, not say that. That just seems gross.
No, it does. But it's one thing if you've always been a champion of free speech,
to then agree not to have free speech.
But if you're just like, hey, I'm a comedian and I get paid to go do if my material has nothing to do with politics, has nothing to do with women turning a certain way or whatever, and I get the money, then yeah, go get your bag. If your style, your material does not even fall into any of this stuff, it's just another gig to you, and you're getting the money. But if you've been like, oh yeah, America, freedom of speech, I'll fight for it to the death, and blah blah blah, and then you go there and they go, oh well, yeah, you can't talk about X, Y, and Z, then yeah, that's very hypocritical. I don't know. I'm kind of conflicted about it. I'd like to see it. As far as the comics that went there, I mean, these are all. I don't think they needed the money.
They definitely didn't need the money.
Maybe Chris De Stefano needed the money. I don't know. But Aziz Ansari and Dave Chappelle and
Whitney,
Andrew Schultz, they don't need the money.
Yeah.
But I don't. And okay, so this brings a good point, because there's been this turn about comedians becoming political pundits on their podcast. That's when it's like, yeah, you can't have it both ways. That's weird to me.
Yeah.
I mean, namely, Andrew Schultz is really the one I can think of that's turned like that.
Yeah.
He's the biggest one. I'm sure that there are others. But unless you're like a Bill Maher, who's always been about politics, or even Louis Black, back in the day, or Jon Stewart, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Or, John Oliver. But if you're like, now you're become this political analyst and you're all about free speech and stuff, and then you go out there and like, yeah, I'm making a few millions, and I don't like that shit. That does feel gross. Not taking that.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we're about 3/4 of our way in, and we haven't. Is there anything we do you want to go through what we said we were going to do?
Go for it.
Last year. Okay. So for me, it was launching new features on the website. Well, I've been waiting for 2 fucking years on that, and I was getting ready to just hire web programmers to get stuff done, and then Richard has something cooked up, and I don't know, maybe it's going to happen in 26. Planning a fundraiser for Austin Comics, yeah, life took a turn. That did not happen. Covering Moontower, that happened.
How was that?
That was fun.
Yeah,
that was a.
Did they have another like insider party thing? Because you went to one last year.
I did not get invited if there was one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't either, but no.
Yeah. And in another list of items that I did not do is I did not go to Skankfest.
You should have gone.
It's such a terrible time of the year because I have a big work conference at the end of October.
This was November this year.
Right, like the weekend after this big work conference where I'm exhausted.
You gotta go.
I know I do.
I can tell you a little bit about this year, how it's different. So this year was in New Orleans. Better setup, much better setup. And what I love about Skankfest is that this was probably the best one yet.
Yeah, I heard a lot of good things from
because it was isolated from the city. So it was like right it was like a industrial area on the east side of New Orleans, right on the river. But it felt like Vegas felt you were on top of each other because you were literally like in the mall.
Okay.
And the rooms were kind of close to each other, so you always like, oh shit, I gotta win this line. Oh wait, what's that line? This was much bigger. Like the biggest room. I forgot what the number was, how much it held, but it was, maybe 1,200 people, something like that. And it was much better. Or that porta potties for that kind of sucked. I think they're gonna fix that next year. The lineup was dope. A few comics dropped out, didn't make it, but overall, like it was great. And I did the whole festival by myself. I wasn't trying to hang. Actually, no, I did. The people I hung out the most were the Creek in the Cave staff. Shout out to the staff at Creek in the Cave. Yeah, I had so much fun. And my hotel was around the corner from like the hotel where everybody was staying. So at the end of the night, I would just hang out there and then listen to music and shoot the shit. Duck Stanhope would show up, and drunk and talking shit, telling stories. Kim Compton told a dope story. No, it was great. Now I like the fact that there's no headliners. Everybody's the same, so you could follow, somebody from Austin and then some big headliners right after.
Yeah.
So.
Have they announced where they're going to be in 26?
No, but I think it'll be the 10th anniversary next year. My guess is they're going to stay in New Orleans because it's the best setup they've ever had. And in terms of attendance, this was record breaking. It was way more diverse this year than before. Houston, there was like 6 black people, and Houston, but Houston was like what, 4 years ago? Yeah, 4 years ago.
Yeah,
5 years ago. Sorry, because this is my 5th one. Yeah, the vibe was great. I think it's really the setup that makes it really accessible to everybody. You could go from one show to a podcast taping, without any running into people. The comics were a little, I would say, maybe less accessible this year. Luckily, I had I was with Sean Patton. And he was like, let's go to the green room. I'm like, I'm not going up there, man. I have a regular ass ticket that I bought. And he's like, all right, I'll be right back. And he gave me a guest pass.
Oh my
and
gosh.
I was in the green room. I was at every stage. I could just hang back there and watch the shows. And, I think I said this last time where like, I go to places like that now more to be inspired than to just, mingle and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
I took pictures, but for the most part, it was like, oh, hey, good to see you back. All right, cool. Want to take a picture? Yeah, let's do it real quick. All right, boom, bye. And that was it.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I did get to do some New Orleans stuff too. Walk around Treme. I ended up at a at a reggae dancehall party on the Thursday night, and I was like, if you would have told me that I would have found a reggae party in New Orleans on a Thursday, I'd be like, no freaking way. But I was like, I'm going to go and explore. And I got my steps in. I walked a lot.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
I got too high. I missed the last night.
Oh.
So never again. So this is what happened. I'll tell the story. So this is what happened. On Saturday, I'm hanging at the courtyard at the Hilton with staff and all that stuff. And then this guy's like, I got these edibles. He's like, take it as many as you want. I grab 4. And the next day, it's Sunday, so the last day is festival. I'm like, all right, I'm going to take my time, do some work in the morning, go eat, and walk to the festival. As I'm walking, I take 1 edible. And an hour in, I was standing up and I was falling asleep standing. Like that, jerking myself.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, I got to sit down. And I remember I saw Dave Attell and I was laughing so hard I couldn't breathe. And I've seen Dave Attell many, many, many times, but because I was so high out of my mind, I was seriously. And I'm like, I need to sit my ass down. And I go to another show. I sit down. Who's on stage? It was, He was in Tires. Dude with the mustache. Anyway, Tommy Pope. Tommy Pope was on stage, and then my leg kept twitching nonstop. This never happened to me before.
God.
Kept twitching, and I'm like, all right, fuck it. You know what? It's 6:30. I'm gonna go back to the hotel, take a nap, and come back. I walk back to the hotel. I pass out. I wake up at 11 o'clock, and I'm like, I can still go. As soon as I stand up, I'm like, nope.
Wow.
And I fall back out. Yes, and I wake up the next morning.
Wow.
So I missed the last day.
Huh.
Never again. Never again. So, it was a strong edible.
Damn.
But yeah, seriously, as soon as it's announced, I think the pre-sale go live in February this year.
Okay.
And it should be around the same time. Weather was perfect.
I know. It's just tough.
Come on, we'll hang out.
I know we'll hang out. I have no question about that. It's just the timing.
It's mid-November, hopefully.
Well, yeah.
Just, do what you got to do.
We'll
Take
see.
a week off, nap.
Take a week off.
I don't know. I'm saying do what you got to do. But trust me, it'll be a good time. Moontower was great too. I did see a bunch of people I didn't know. That was great. Mm-hmm. It feels so far away now.
Yeah.
I've
already started studying, the people and who do I want to talk to. And
yeah, they announced the lineup already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
First wave. Yep.
I saw that.
Yep. I was going to say something. Oh, writing. Mm-hmm. So Austin Chronicle, apparently they don't like me anymore, so I don't write for them anymore. But I'm writing for the San Antonio Current now.
Ooh.
I did a piece last week that came out on the new Riot Riverwalk.
Nice. I need to go down there. I've been doing shows in San Antonio this year. Nice. Shout out to Dubs, because Dubs was like, Bak, you got to go down. I'm like, okay, I-35. Let's go. Upstage was nice. I did another show in a small theater. Yeah, it was great. I love San Antonio. I like going down there.
Yeah.
It was the fun.
Yeah, Riot Riverwalk. They do comedy 7 nights a week, so there's, opportunity, whether you're doing an open mic or a showcase, and then now they're doing the headliners on the weekend. So
there's also a Woodlawn comedy that opened this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got to get down there. It's more fun to get out of town than to stick to. I mean, there's some shitty ass producers in Austin.
Oh, boy.
No. I mean, some people do it right. Shout out Destiny does it right. Mike Hale kills it.
I don't know that name.
Mike Hale. He used to run. So they started like a South Austin collective. So he was running a mic at this place called Regal Rooms that was on on Manchac, like way south, right? And then the owner was a dickhead, and it was the only mic where you'd get 5 minutes.
Oh, wow.
And so then they moved it to Lusser Pearl South for a while, and it was maybe the only mic where comics stuck the whole time. They stayed the whole time. And it kind of built this little community of comedians. And we're actually, at the time, we were like, yeah, don't tell a bunch of people about this mic, because then it's going to get flooded with dickheads who want to talk about being gay and stuff. Because everybody was doing great. I mean, I remember I would run it, like Cheatham would come by, Chris Castles would come down. And now he's, in terms of like producing shows, like he's on top of that shit. He does a show in Oak Hill. Destiny also does a great job. Dubs does a great job. So there's a few who actually like, hey, I want to do this right. Yeah. Like, I want to treat the comics right. I'll make sure to get paid. If you promise to get, to pay them. Yeah. There's no like, ambiguity about, the lineup. Like they do a solid job. Some of them will do a solid. Others are like, you show up and you go, I was supposed to be on this show. And they go, who the fuck are you? I'm like, all right, then fuck your show, then I'm out.
Yeah.
It's that simple. I ain't got time for this.
Yeah. All right.
Kids.
Well, this is the New Year episode. So what do we want to do in 26? I say with all sorts of enthusiasm. Yeah, right.
Oh, you planted a lot of seeds this year. So I see big things in your future.
Well, I'm definitely excited to be paired up with a newspaper again.
Yeah,
because it's online.
Nobody do you go down there a lot? Anymore. Are you in them streets again?
I plan to go back to San Antonio more often, because they also have an improv scene, and right. I want to be able to take my group down there, and I just I want to know their scene.
How about this? More. Let's do a mutual 2026.
Okay.
Is to go down to San Antonio.
Okay.
Cool? Shake on it?
Of course.
All right, you're on.
But what do you mean? I mean, I can go to San Antonio anytime.
No, I'm saying I want to perform down there more.
Okay.
Yeah, every time I go there, I had fun. So I'm like, I haven't been to Woodlawn yet. I know the owner. I was introduced to the owner. Dub sent me the form for the Riot Club. And I signed up for that. But I want to go. I don't want to go thinking I'm going to get booked. I want to go see it first. Upstage was like that. Like, I went to Upstage to an open mic. And funny enough, like there was a show before that was put on by New York comics that had maybe 10 people. And then the open mic started and the room was full. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? We need this in Austin. Don't tell nobody. Just come down. Keep coming down to upstage. And you almost shut down this year. And then ended up coming, keeping the doors open. Yeah. So shout out to...
Funny enough, that was my last stand-up show.
I was?
Yeah, of me performing stand-up.
That mic?
I would still do stand-up if somebody asked me, but no, not the mic. Ellis put on a show.
Oh, okay.
And he invited me, and bless his heart, he didn't know what he was getting. I mean, he did. He knew I was kind of silly, raunchy comedy, but that was the last time I actually performed is in upstage. And I was excited to be able to say, oh, I've performed in San Antonio.
Yeah. There was also Tom's Comedy Club that went up and went away. I got to do that room once. But yeah, I mean, 2026, we're taking over SA.
Okay. Works for me. Anything else we want to get done? I just want to rest. I want to take naps. That's what I want to do. No.
What kind of goal is that? Are you that stretched then, really?
I really am, which makes no sense because I don't have a kid at home anymore. And
you don't have the cats.
I'm not caregiving anymore, so it's crazy. I don't understand why I am so exhausted all the time.
I mean, this is a hustler's life. That's really, honestly, it's like if you think that when you sit down, you're about to pass out, and you're doing something right.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's like, because you wake up, you go, okay, what do I got to do today? Okay, I got to do this, do that, do that, do that. Like, I live by my calendar. I didn't used to.
Oh, yeah, same.
But now I'm like, if it's not on my calendar, I'm not showing up or I'm not. And I would encourage comics to, I don't know if I said this before. Anyway, I'll say it again. It doesn't matter. Is go to shows. Go to shows. Either like local shows or go see somebody at the Creek or somebody at Sunset, because you'd be surprised how inspired you can get. And the thing, and not go to the show to hang out in the back and just talk with other comics. I'm talking about you buy a ticket and then you sit on the audience, not in the front because then they're gonna think you're just an audience member, but sit in the back and just take it in.
Yeah. And
you'd be surprised the kind of stuff you can come up with just by hearing somebody do it well or poorly. It doesn't matter. But at least you get that, oh, shit, yeah, I like what they did with that. It makes me think this joke I've been working on. And you know how many times I stepped out of a show, go to the bathroom and be like, oh, yeah, I need to punch this one up like this. I think we need more of that. Yeah. But yeah, don't take naps. Just keep going.
Yeah.
You still got life in you. Don't act like you're on your way to retirement.
So
I don't sleep either.
You're episode 371, and I'm hoping 2020. I mean, obviously 2026 is a big year because it's 10 years of this podcast.
Right.
In January, and I'm hoping I can hit 400 this year in 2026.
Again, don't hope. Just do it.
Oh yeah.
Nike. Just do it. Yeah, I know you can. Again, hope is free. Dreaming's free. Work takes cost.
Yeah.
Just put in the work. Don't sleep. Fucking nap. I like. Look, I am passionate about passionate people, and when I see people doing great things, like I said, I saw Jose. I went down to cocktails to see Chris Castles at Mama Merlot's. It's like, you can't just take, in this business. You're your own boss. You do run your own schedule, all that stuff, but you get it back somehow if you actually sometimes go out of your way to help another comedian or help a producer. Say, hey, who's cutting your clips? Okay, cool. Let me do it. Let me do that for you, and you'll get it. I believe in karma. That's really what it is. And so, if you need help with your stuff, I'd help you with your podcast gear. I mean, I'm sure I got stuff I can rent you. Or sell you. No, I think we need more of that. As saturated as it's getting, and everybody in it for themselves. Mm-hmm. It's like, no, man, we should be more like the improv scene.
Yeah.
And really like look out for each other. Some people are not doing well. Some people just disappear. Yeah. And you're like, what the I remember at one point I was like, I ain't seen Casey Rocket in a minute. Because at one point he was like everywhere on my feed, and I'm like, where's Casey Rocket? And I saw him at Skankfest. I'm like, oh, you're alive. Good to see you, man. It's things like that thing go a long way, and especially when people are not used to receiving this kind of support. Mm-hmm. I think it helps people see you in a different light, and like, oh, you're not just a prick who just shits on other comedians or just in your bubble all the time. You actually stick your head out of your ass and recognize when people need help and when people are doing well.
Yeah.
I think if you do that, then you've won at life, at least some of it.
Yeah.
Welcome. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk, everybody.
Welcome to the Bak Talk.
You should have played the graduation song. 2026, people, let's get it.
All right. Anything else before we wrap?
No, I mean, I don't say I'm hoping. I'm going to get.
Don't hope.
No, I'm not hoping. Hold on. I'm just correcting myself. God damn. I just taught you a lesson. You're going to throw it back at me a minute later? Uh-huh. How dare you? No, look, I am going to grow record play. And honestly, I want to get comics involved. Maybe not right now, but once I really get a foundation for it, I would love to have a comedian host it with a DJ. But you got to be somewhat of a music nerd, which I'm sure they're out there. But I mean, I want to be able. The reason why I did the Comedy Nerds is that I wanted to kind of combine the two, kind of like maybe live in parallel, but still be part of the same world, I guess. Mm-hmm. But I want to figure out a way to throw in comedy into record play. I mean, people tell me all the time that, I co-host. The hosts I have, they're already funny. They're not comedians, but they're funny. And then our banter, people love our banter. Uh-huh. So I get to do a little bit of comedy when I'm co-hosting. So, but eventually I would love to bring in comics to host and be part of the show. I used to do halftime show with a comedian. It didn't quite work. But I'm gonna figure out an angle for that. That's my goal next year.
All right.
I mean, this year. It's 2026.
Right.
Sorry, folks. It's 2026. Go get it.
All right. Well, that is a wrap on Comedy Wham Presents for this fourth time and now annual tradition. Bak.
Thank you for having me again. This is always fun.
Yeah. Bak, tell us where we can find you on social media and promote.
You can find me at the Feedback, BAK, of course, on Instagram, and you can follow Record Play at Record Play Live on Instagram. And the podcast is still up. I'm still paying for the host because I am going to cut more. I started doing it because I have 300 episodes of content, comedy related, Austin related, music related. Politics related, and so I'm gonna get back to Opus clips and really post the content because I see people doing. Everybody in the environment now is doing podcasts. I'm like, wait, why do you want to be another comedy podcast? You shoot the shit with your friends. Have an angle, goddammit. Do something else. I'm sounding like T-Pain. Do something else. Do something else. But yeah, I'm gonna cut some more clips from my 10-year tenure of my podcast and put it out so you go back and listen. It's on Spotify, it's on everywhere. And check out the YouTube channel because there's still a lot of them up there. Yeah.
Nice. All right.
Voila.
We hope you've enjoyed learning about how Bak continues to be a comedic genius.
She called me a genius! She called me a genius! Easy now. I'm blushing. Can't tell me that in 2026. Now I have to live up to it.
Mm-hmm. This has been Comedy Wham Presents Bak. I'm Valerie, and that's been funny. Thank you, Bak.
No, thank you, and congratulations on all your success.
Thank you.
ImproVintage 2026. Antonio, let's go.
Woohoo!